This is AC's Fractal Gridded to-do list. So I use this to-do list for Stanford for school because I have a couple different classes, as you can see here, and it was easier for me to put them in this format. Otherwise it was a lot. So previously my to-do list had looked something like this. This is the equivalent of this. So as you can see, when I presented it in a linear fashion, it was really overwhelming. It was really hard to add new information or take information out. It was really, really overwhelming because it's just all there kind of staring at you. And so I would use it sometimes, but it got to the point where it was a lot if I had like a lot of things to do. So sometimes I wouldn't put all that I wanted to put. But with this, it's really easy. It's deceiving how much information you can put in here because each box has 9. So before you realize it, you actually can fill in not each of them, but in total you can fill in 72 things, and it doesn't really feel like that because I'm just breaking down, like for example, psychology 70, which is social psychology. I'm just breaking it down into different things. So I have an essay due, I have 2 readings, and I have a section, and like I want to diagram some cognitive biases. So that's 5 pieces of information for one class, but it doesn't feel as overwhelming as this, simply because of this format where I can easily compartmentalize each thing, and I can sort of focus on each block. I can see the thing as a whole. And so when it's a fractal grid, it just has that, again, that zooming in, zooming out feature, which allows me to focus on the sun of the fractal grid, and I can say, okay, with social psychology, I have to do this. Okay, that's what I have to do in social psychology. Or I can look, and based on the color coding, I can say, okay, these are the activities that I want to do today, or like immediately, or these are the activities I've already finished. While in something like a linear fashion, it's just a lot of visual information because you kind of don't have any center to look. So this was just one of the many applications I found fractal gridding to be really, really useful in my life, because it's not just it's a way to visualize information and in a very digestible way, and you can put a surprising amount of information, 72 different squares, but you don't even realize it. And even here I started to fill in another fractal grid within a fractal grid of a fractal grid. So very quickly it can multiply. As I put here, there are a fractillion possibilities with the fractal grid.